lessons from a crypto whale and how to do that in very practical steps with a yield farming project. In this video, I'll be using Privacy Swap as an example because they support yield farming. And basically today, I will be doing some live example of how I, execute some of the principles that I have learned from a crypto whale. So, by good fortune, I have come to be acquainted with a crypto whale for some time already, or rather, someone I've been acquainted with turned out to be a crypto whale. Um, and I've understood through my interactions with him, like what are some of the very good ways to manage so that you can constantly accumulate. Okay, so what he does different from a lot of people is that he does the same approach in crypto as with what Robert Kiyosaki teaches about in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, or like the Cashflow Quadrant, whereby basically you want to be using your investment returns for your expenses and not actually spending your asset. So um, in this way, not only can you let your asset grow, but you can also use that to fund your day-to-day activities, and you're not even affected by fluctuations in, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything in particular. So this friend of mine, he has basically accumulated a lot of coins, Bitcoin in particular, over the years, and he has been through many market ups and downs, but has been holding on to his positions because he sees that the long-term direction is up, and the economy is actually going into a net long in general for various reasons: tax avoidance, uh, distrust in governance, in the country sense, and like the low cost of transaction, which is no longer really the case. But yes, that's one of the things as well. But a lot of it to do with a lot more anonymity on transaction, and more like a safe haven, because banks are also not paying positive interest in some of the countries today. So to put in things into some steps, all right, some things he have taught me for a yield farming project, and how we can make good sense of like uh, the crypto whale's way of living, and how we can use that to be able to survive and basically tide over the many market swings that inevitably come every few months. Okay, so this is the front page of Privacy Swap, and over here, as I've been speaking, you probably noticed the amount of PRV, which is the reward token, has been increasing. Okay, and like in this case, there's also like a yield calculator, which I will put in the video description. That's specific to this, but they also do like daily yield calculations for various kinds of coin that is listed with them. Okay, so in this case, what I'm doing as a first step is that I'm first looking at what is the total reward I have on a daily basis. So I'm going to be practicing what he's taught me, which is that like you basically just take out 20, 30%, a fixed amount on a daily basis, and just convert that to fiat cash. And this will cover your day-to-day expenses very well, depending on the amount that you put in, of course. And for me, I was early stage to be able to get a nice equity gain on this. And therefore, even with a not that big size investment at the point of time, able to get a nice day-to-day income. And of course, it has dropped over the past week due to the crypto markets and BNB losing a lot of value. And you can compare this to some of my earlier videos. It actually went down by close to half. Okay, and but the day-to-day is still not bad, right? That's the most important thing. And the day-to-day is actually very, very decent still. Of course, it's not what it was. At one point, it was also like twice of this, but it's not bad. Okay, we can live with it. So on a daily basis, here's what you do. You will convert 20-30% of this. Decide on something. For me, I just take 20%. Okay, convert to fiat. So what am I getting per day? Okay, I have the 4.73 plus the 2.13. Okay, 6.86 is my daily. Okay, so I'm going to convert 20%. So I have 20%. So I'll be converting a 1.37 daily. Okay, and this will just cover day to day, gas, whatever, meals and all that. And that is actually what I'll be converting to fiat. And he says that you just do this in real time on a daily basis. Okay, it could even be 30%, whatever feels reasonable to you. For some of you, it could be 40, depending on what you put in. But just take note that, okay, what am I going to do with the rest of it? The rest of 80%, it goes back in. Because one of the things about crypto investment is this: you don't want to starve yourself to the point that you have no cash to do anything else, and when the markets go down, you feel, oh gosh, like I'm suffering, my investments are down, I'm not even getting paid, I'm not even having enough money to eat with, and that's dumb. So just this is a simple strategy: 20 to 30%. Okay, convert it to fiat on a daily basis. Okay, and there is no best time for this. You just get that done, because if you decide so what's going to happen is that when you withdraw it and you convert it to, let's say, Binance, well, that's exposed to risk. It can go up or down, or maybe, well, you can also convert it to USDC if you don't wish to do it in whatever right off the bat. So converting USDC, and then maybe if you have a debit card that can spend USDC direct, then perfect. Use or USDT for the matter. So this is what you do on a daily basis. There's no best time, and in later period, if you have a surplus, well, yes, sure, you can reinvest, but otherwise, this is like the way to get paid. Always pay yourself first, and the best part, you're paying yourself, from the interest. Okay, your capital is still ever growing, and this way you can accumulate a lot. So in very practical steps, we're going to do some of that right now. Like I'm going to be harvesting, I'm just going to be harvesting from the farm. And because in this case, I need to get some stuff paid for, and without having to dig into pocket, or seed capital, whatever, I'm going to be harvesting. I'm going to be harvesting from here. Okay, and I'll be swapping in a few moments. Okay, it's harvested. Okay, so I will go into my MetaMask, and let's just try to retrieve that. It's already there. Okay, and we'll see how much there is in pools. So what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm just going to basically add on. I'm still within that 20-30% range, and I'm just going to add on to here, and this will directly increase my daily yield as well, and I still get paid. Okay, so I'm going to confirm that. Okay, so when I deposit, it also harvests at the same time. So right now, when I go to my MetaMask, you will see that it's right here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to convert it into fiat, and basically this will involve converting to an like in my case, I'm going to be, my local exchange accepts Binance, so I'm going to be getting PRV, and I'm going to swap for Binance. and I'll receive 0.29. Okay. All right, it's done. So all I need to do next is just to send this to my local exchange wallet, and receive it in fiat, and it's all basically done. So decide, like I said again today, I didn't stick to my calculation because I have some other expenses to pay, which I just want to comfortably do with my profit. Okay, I don't want to touch any seed capital or account that's in my or money that's in my bank account, and basically, this is the way to that I've learned from a crypto whale, and because over time you're gonna find that your daily what's going to be a 20% of profit on a daily basis, especially through yield farming. I mean, one of the huge things here is that for stock investors they play the dividend game. They receive money on like once or twice a year, the dividend, and that alone is enough, and they're able to hold as long as the company has good fundamentals, it will increase over time, and they're able to hold on to those blue chip stocks for years and years. Think about the big ones like Apple, Google, and all that. Imagine being able to hold on to those, from the time it's young, without having to sell off the stock just so that you have money to spend, but just living on those dividends. Okay. Now in yield farming, you can actually get this on a daily basis. That's what's so exciting about yield farming. And even though I'm very new to yield farming, but I see how powerful this is in being able to execute these financial principles that are financially sound and can help you really restructure and change, the way that you live, and you be ever accumulating, and your capital is ever growing. And in the long term, through all this compounding, wow, this will help you to accumulate like you've never dreamt of or imagined before. So this is what I learned from a crypto whale, and I hope this video helps you out in some way. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.